welcome back to Everything Tumbler Tutorials. My name is Rebecca Escott, and today we're going to be working with a new mug, 14 ounces, from AB Designs collection. I'm going to, as usual, go ahead and spray paint my tumbler white, and I'm going to be using Girl's Best Friend glitter from AB Designs as well. Once your tumbler is completely spray painted, we're going to go right into the glitter. If you are satisfied with your glitter coverage at this point, we're going to go ahead and tap off that excess glitter. We're going to allow this to dry for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and seal it with a clear seal from Rust-Oleum, and we're going to allow that to dry for another 20 to 30 minutes before moving into the first coat of epoxy. So for this very first coat of epoxy, I'm going to be using the Fast Set from Counterculture DIY. In about 3 hours, we can then move on to the decals. I really hope you are enjoying this video so far, and if so, please make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials coming soon. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications. Okay, so you'll notice that I have my mug in my AB Designs Tumbler angled holder, which actually works out perfectly even though it doesn't quite fit. It still serves purpose. Now you'll notice this is an AB Designs decal that I've already trimmed as much down to the decal as possible. Because we're working on such a very curved surface, the closer I got to the decal, the better it was for me to apply this decal. Because sometimes these curved tumblers, or in this case mug, can be a little bit tricky. So you'll notice that I really take my time when applying, and I leave the decal on the back, which is going to help me to prevent from added extra wrinkles, air pockets, and bubbles. So when I said decal on the back, I clearly meant the backing of the decal. So once we get going on the application of this decal, we're going to go ahead and take it off our holder, and we're just going to go ahead and rub this in really well, make sure that we have a solid application with our decal. Then we can move on to the next step. So if you caught my last video, I'm going to go ahead and use the Tulip fabric paint once again, thanks to Myra Makes It, for my cocoa drips on this mug. This is the collection that I bought from Amazon. It gives you the rainbow colors and the neon colors, and I will make sure the link is down for you below. So unlike the other tumbler, I'm going to go ahead and go around this one time using this fabric paint. So if you want more drips in certain sections, you want to squeeze out a little bit more, and if you want to pull back on the drips, use less. If at any point these drips start to get a little bit carried away from you, tilt your tumbler and or mug right side up and just kind of help it prevent from bleeding down too far. I hope that that really makes sense. I didn't really struggle with this as much as I did with my Bloody True Crime drips, simply because I did not add a second layer of drips. I went ahead and trusted the process like everyone says, and allowed this one single rotation to work perfectly. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to go around the rim until we have all of our drips completed. I really hope you are enjoying this video so far, and if so, please hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more tutorials coming soon. And don't forget to click the bell for notifications. So once you've gotten all of your drips all the way around the tumbler, or in this case mug, now it's time to go ahead and tap, tap, tap on your tabletop and get those drips flowing. If it starts to flow too much or out of control, flip the tumbler and or mug right side up, as I stated earlier, to kind of pull back on the drips a little bit. In this particular case, going around at one time actually worked out really perfect. So I was very satisfied with just how simple and cute this looked. So as you can see, I'd started to apply the sprinkles before I was recording. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the last little bits so that you can see how I just kind of dropped them into place and just kind of let them land wherever they chose. Once they hit the paint, I did not attempt to move them. They landed where they landed, and I was very happy with the way that this turned out. So once you get all your sprinkles the way that you want them, you're going to want to allow this mug to completely sit overnight and fully dry before you go into another coat of epoxy. So now that we've waited overnight, we are now ready to go ahead with another coat of epoxy. For this coat of epoxy, I am going to go ahead with the Fast Set from Counterculture DIY. So if anyone has struggled with handled tumblers, I'm going to tell you, I think the skinniness of this handle for this mug, it really was very easy to epoxy, and I did not have clumps and all that stuff that I was concerned about with the tumbler handles. This was extremely easy. So if you have not tried one, it's a must try. Don't be intimidated by the handle. It's very easy. So as we go around and epoxy this tumbler, let me know down in the comments if anyone spotted a couple of hitchhiking glitters that somehow attached themselves to my mug. I wasn't mad at it, so just let me know down in the comments if you spotted them. I want to thank you so much for watching, and be sure to find us on TikTok under Rebecca Escott and Facebook at Everything Tumbler Tutorials for continued learning. All links will be in the description for you below. And as always, don't forget to use your torch to pop any bubbles that you may or may not be able to see.